One, two, three, four. Boomba, 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 boomba.
What's up, you fucking cunts? Welcome back to Boombacast. I'm your host, Big Dick Brendo, and we've got a couple other cunts sitting here. Anyone, just fucking introduce yourselves at the same time.
My name is cunt number one.
My name is cunt number 2.
And I'm cunt number 3.
And we are the
cunts.
on Boombacast. Yeah, let's bump
Boomba
it.
cunt.
Boomba cunt. No, seriously, we have returning special guest, Nick, aka Johnny Jones. Welcome back.
I was going to say, how's everyone going today?
I'm okay.
I'm alright.
It's been a slow day.
It's been a slow day in paradise.
Been a hot day.
All right, Riley, you had a joke you were telling just before we hit record.
There were 2 black guys walking down the street.
Okay.
One had $1, the other one had 98 cents. They come across a store. There's a sign at the front that says, "We can turn you white for 99 cents. The guy with the $1 goes, "I'll go in, and when I come out, I'll give you the change, the 1 cent change." So he goes in, gets the treatment, comes out. He looks perfectly white, outstanding. The other guy looks at him and goes, "Great, now quick, give me the money give me the cent so I can go in." The white guy looks at him and goes, "Get a job."
And that's a censor right there, like 2 minutes into the episode. How do you feel about that joke, Riley?
I didn't write it. So
I know you didn't write it, but you told it.
Yeah, that's funny.
You better not piss me off between now and Thursday, or I'm leaving that uncensored.
How would I piss you off?
How wouldn't you piss me off?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of piss me off,
Yeah.
Baxter,
Yeah.
you and me have got a bit of beef to settle.
You've also got a ghost in your house.
You've also got a ghost blowing a squeaky door. You and me got some beef to settle, bro.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the feature of this episode.
Okay. Come at me.
The broccoli incident.
The broccoli incident.
Yeah.
What are you referring to in
The
particular?
There's been numerous broccoli incidents.
There's 2 things you could be talking about here.
You know, let's settle them both. I don't even. So the one I'm thinking of, me and Baxter were in the car. We were talking one time, and we were. Okay, first of all, how do you guys eat broccoli? Nick and
Yes.
Riley.
I fucking love broccoli.
How do you guys like put like sauce and shit on it, or you just eat the broccoli?
I just eat it cooked.
Whatever.
You just do whatever.
No, I eat mine raw. I look it directly in the eyes and take a big fucking bite out of the stalk and just,
Yeah, not even like the bits at the top, just the bottom bit, just like
Just the fucking
just
stalk,
raw
bro.
stalk,
No,
raw broccoli stalk.
You gotta eat the stalk and then you plant the top in the garden. That's how you get more broccoli.
That's how you get more broccoli stalk. Yeah, it grows the stalk back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just never eat the top.
The stalk's the best bit of the broccoli.
Infinite broccoli, dude.
It's
like a Minecraft glitch.
It's like the opposite of a muffin. You want to eat the top. You fucking just fuck the stem off the muffin.
Anyway, Baxter puts like tomato sauce on his broccoli.
That's normal.
You see?
Yeah, it's normal, but like
Normal if you're in like primary
yeah,
school.
if you're a fucking child, if you're an adult, just eat it like it's meant to
I
be.
mean, like, I'm an adult and I have my own human rights and I can fucking dress up my broccoli with any sauce I fucking want.
Yep.
And add
You know
some cheese.
Oh.
Yep, I'm with him on that one.
You know what? Fair enough. I'll give you
People
that.
like you that make the world burn.
Okay, so that was our first argument. Then we moved
Baxter
on
wins.
to
Yep.
yeah, cool. He can have that one. Then we moved on to he was explaining like he was like saying how he put sauce on the broccoli, and I'm like, well, do you like put sauce like usually when Baxter eats broccoli, he has like steak or sausages.
As you do.
As you do. And I'm like, do you put sauce on the steak and the sausages? And even though he denies it now, he said no. You said fucking no.
Now I just put sauce on everything.
And then he said he puts...
You've been awakened. You know the true
Then, okay, so
Sauce
he
is
says he
good.
puts sauce on everything. That's fine. You know, just like put your steak and your broccoli, cover the whole thing in sauce.
Yes.
He will then eat a bit of broccoli and a bit of steak in the same mouthful.
That's not illegal. You can
It's
do that.
fucking weird. Why would you do that though? Why
Look,
would you eat steak
my
and broccoli in
reasoning
the same
behind it.
mouthful?
Obviously I like steak more than broccoli.
Obviously.
And I don't really want to eat the broccoli on its own. So
But you're already putting sauce on it.
I know. But what I like to do is just make each mouthful equal and just like
That's the
spread
weird
it
part,
out.
bro. You have to have equal bites. Every single bite.
It's like a weird like
He stacks them all up
have
and prepared, and he just fucking.
It's these little autistic twitch.
Yeah.
Every bite has
It's
to
like
be
a nice
equal.
platter, like the equal parts broccoli, equal parts sauce, equal
But
parts
like,
steak.
I may as well just enjoy the meal as one and not separate it like some fucking Japanese lunchbox like Brendan likes to do. Fucking bento box Brendan over here.
Hey man, there's nothing wrong with a good old bento box.
I
bro.
think Baxter wins this argument again.
I disagree.
This
I don't
isn't
think
going
Baxter
well
wins.
for you.
No, this is fucking bullshit. What you do? Why would you ruin the meat by eating fucking?
It doesn't
broccoli?
ruin it. It just, the broccoli doesn't have its own flavor. It's just filler content.
Do you not season the broccoli with anything?
It's like bullshit DLC.
I put
you
like
didn't
salt
want.
and pepper on everything as well.
Oh yeah, okay.
There
How
is
did-
ways to make broccoli taste nice without putting like fucking tomato sauce.
Some
But
olive oil?
it's not like
Yeah.
it has its
I like
own
salt and
like
pepper and
unique
shit.
taste. It's like
I mean, it
it
does
takes
have a
on the
taste.
flavor of whatever it's with.
Exactly.
It does have a taste though. It's not a very strong
Yeah,
taste.
broccoli taste.
Yeah, broccoli tastes like broccoli.
What do you reckon is the worst thing you guys have ever tasted?
Baxter's cum.
Probably like a raw onion.
I'm not I don't know
Is
if
that
I've
referring
admitted it
to
on the
a
podcast, but
podcast?
I'm not telling it now.
What? No. I don't think Baxter even heard what I said. But anyway,
Okay. I'm not saying that on podcast.
yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to tell any.
What's the
any
worst thing you've ever
stories.
tasted?
Maybe frog.
You've eaten frog.
Yeah, in Vietnam,
Wow.
like frog's legs. It wasn't great.
Is it really that bad over there?
What?
Isn't it that bad over in Vietnam?
No, it's
They
just
gotta eat
like,
the frogs.
ooh,
They gotta eat the
frog on the menu. I wonder if it's any good.
They bring
It's
out
not.
a whole fucking cooked French person on the platter. Please, no.
Oui, baguette, baguette.
Oh, you can't say that.
I said baguette twice.
All right.
A little lisp.
Oh.
Yeah, what's the worst thing you've ever eaten?
I don't know, man.
Tomato.
Those noodles.
Yeah, tomatoes
That's
are pretty
fairly
bad.
high
No,
up
those
there.
noodles were nice. They were just hot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I've-
if anyone go watch the noodle thing, especially you two, Nick and Riley,
Mm.
seeing as neither of you were here for it. Have you
co-
watched it?
No.
I have.
Do you actually?
No.
I didn't think so.
It's a
They were
great
okay.
disappointment, that video.
Why?
No, I'm just kidding.
You were barely even in it.
I just wish you put like a song in and like a good intro, but no.
Well, Ben already gave me a good shit intro to use, so I just thought I'd use.
Oh,
his
did he
shit.
do that?
What?
Like the epic.
No,
like,
I did
strings.
that, but I thought that was a good intro.
Oh.
And then Ben had his whole like, "What's up?" his like shit like vlogger intro thing he did.
Oh yeah. No, but like you could put like a theme song at the start.
Yeah, like
And
I
some
said,
cool
if we ever
visuals,
do
the
like
title.
do it as like a segment on the podcast, I've got like an idea, but it just didn't fit in that video.
I just want to make this a serious show, Boomba food review.
All right, Nick, what's the worst thing you've eaten? Seeing as we're going on about food reviews.
Tomatoes up there for like
You're
the worst.
Tomato has
taste.
grown on me. Like I never used
Really?
to like it, but now I can eat it.
I still don't like it at all. Probably like raw onion was pretty bad, but I've never
Live
gone
on
out
the
of my way
podcast.
to like eat terrible foods. You know, I haven't
Why
ordered
not?
frog from a menu or anything.
Have you ever like licked the ground?
Can't say I have.
I'll give you $1 if you go outside and lick the ground right now.
No, that's not. I'm not like short on money. I'm all good. Like that's not.
Son of brag.
Bro, $1.
Just
bro.
do it for the experience, mate.
Do it for the meme, bro. Do it for the podcast.
I'd say do it for the Vine, but that's dead.
Yeah.
Much like Ben, that's
Do
why
it
he's
for
not
the
here.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yep.
Obviously, I think our two listeners may have noticed an absence of hyena laughing this episode so far. He's like that little like fucking like animal that sits by Jabba the Hutt's
Oh,
fucking like chair in Star Wars, like
That little fucking gremlin.
yeah, that little like gremlin looking thing. That's what Ben sounds like when he laughs.
fuck,
But
what's
yeah.
that thing? The name's gonna bother me. I know the name.
But yeah, Ben's moving house, which is why he's not on this episode because he's just not dedicated to
This
this episode.
means R.I.P. the chicken stories.
R.I.P. Oh yeah, no more chicken stories from Ben.
Can you
We'll-
do like a little like video on the channel of like the chickens and like R.I.P. and like Ben's like telling the stories
I'll
and it's
put,
like sad
I
music.
will remember you. Put like that in the background. No,
'Cause let's face it, Ben's never going to visit his mum.
what are you talking about? They do cooking classes every week
Oh,
together.
yeah.
Do they actually?
No.
Oh.
They did once
They
and we
fucking
like turned
cooked
it
the
into a
chickens.
meme.
Oh.
No, I mean,
Chef Ben.
I was playing games with him the other day,
Chef Boyardee.
and then he just randomly yells like, "Get off the roof!" Oi! Yeah, right in his head. And we're like, "What?" And he's like, "There's a chicken on the roof," and he sent us this fucking photo, and it's a chicken that just like on his roof, like he could see out his window for some reason.
Honestly, it's a good thing that he's moving because he's so strict on those fucking chickens. They just want to be dogs, but
They just want to get in the house, but he doesn't let them in. Jesus. What about you, Riley? What's the worst thing you ate?
Probably Vegemite shapes. They were pretty trash. I don't know why you thrust them upon us.
the fuck?
You heard what I said.
The fuck? No, the Vegemite
You're
shapes,
lucky Ben
Actually,
isn't
like,
here.
they were okay, man.
You know,
I really
when,
like them.
you know when you wash your hair or something every now and then, a little bit of shampoo gets
Once
in your
every
mouth.
month when you wash your hair.
Yeah, you wash your hair, wash your pubes, you know,
Yeah.
the usual. But like, a bit of chemical gets in your mouth, and
Yeah.
that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
That is not the same.
Okay, Vegemite.
Are you
shapes,
even Australian?
Do you like Vegemite?
It goes all right. I'm more of a Mighty Mike kind of kid.
Fuck off.
What's Mighty Mite?
don't even know.
You know how there's like, there was Coles and there used to be Bilo.
Yeah.
It's that.
It's just like off-brand Vegemite.
Have you ever had like Cheesy Mite or whatever it's called?
No, there is a version of Vegemite that's like sweet.
I think that's Promite, maybe.
Promite, yeah.
I've never tasted it, but the
Promite.
smell of that jar is rank.
Promite's like a weird sweetish Vegemite.
What the fuck's marmalade?
Are you thinking of Marmite?
No, is it?
No.
Marmalade's a jam, isn't it?
Yeah, yep.
Marmalade's a jam. Marmite's
like an
the
orangey
fruit,
colour?
though?
Huh?
What's the fruit that goes into
don't know.
marmalade?
Someone Google it. Nick, Google it. I think Marmite's like fake butter, isn't it? Is that what Marmite is?
Isn't that margarine?
That's
Yeah,
margarine. What's
margarine.
Marmite then? Is Marmite a thing? Or
It's
am
not. It's not a big dog, is it?
You're thinking of Clifford.
Clifford.
Clifford the big red
Clifford
dog.
the
No, I was
Marmite.
trying to make a Marmaduke joke, but
I don't even know what a fucking Marmaduke is.
Marmalade's made
from
from
window seals.
I know what a Barbadook is. What's
marmalade's made from like citrus fruits into a
that?
jam.
So is that like
Oh.
lemons and shit?
Probably.
Yeah,
That's a citrus.
probably.
Yeah.
What's a lemon?
Yeah, Brendan. What's a
Lemon's
lemon?
a fruit, or is it a vegetable?
It's got seeds, mate.
You'll never know. Does that make it a vegetable?
No,
No,
makes it a berry.
Makes it a berry.
Speaking of jams,
Yeah.
Sorry.
what are you geezers laughing about
No,
over
Nick's
there?
still laughing at what I said, I think.
I thought you were going to be smart for once, and then you just fucking let me down.
The fact that you thought I was going to be smart was your first mistake, Nick. You should expect
That
to be
it
let
was.
down.
Well, speaking of being smart,
Okay.
and speaking of jams,
Okay.
what
Don't know where he's
what
going.
crazy jams do you reckon these companies could make? Like fried chicken jam?
The black community
I was
will
going to
love
talk
it.
about songs or something.
Yeah, me
Riley!
Let's just move past that comment.
What? What?
Oi, Nick. Say the
Yeah.
word.
Say the word,
Say
Nick.
the word, Nick.
What?
Say the word, Nick.
I'll beep it out. Riley's already said it this episode. You can say it too.
What word?
You know the word. The word we got to say. You said last night at work.
What word did I say
put-
last
I'll
You
put
know the
something in front
word.
Marmalade?
No, not that word.
I don't know. I don't know many words, man. Would you mind
Hey, Nick, tell that story that happened on your delivery.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
we
you
need to
guys
talk
wanna
about
hear?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind you
So-
saying words.
what?
Tell
Thanks
the-
for that.
Tell the story in visual dance
In an
It's
audio
a
podcast.
podcast.
with shadow puppets.
You're going to be telling the story. Baxter!
Trying to stop this door.
Baxter's trying to stop the door.
He's putting an end
Well,
to
we
the
got to
ghost.
vamp until
He's
Baxter
shooting
gets
the
back. Because
ghosts.
he's the only one here who hasn't heard the story already. Actually, maybe he has. All right.
Maybe.
Oh, Baxter's getting his rice.
Do people still have dungeons?
I don't think so. they, I think they have
That was
basements.
a very quick answer, and I'm worried about what's underneath your house, man.
Nothing, bro.
You have an attic.
I do have an attic.
I kind of regret not having a peek up there when you're looking for that wig.
Yeah. I mean, the next time you come over, just ask. You can have a peek. There's
Yeah.
nothing up there, bro. It's just shit. It's just...
Just
Yeah, but
installation.
I've never
about
been in
all.
an attic before. I've been in like my roof. Excuse me, like looking at like Christmas decorations and shit. But I've never
Yeah.
been in
Oh,
an
wait,
attic.
you have an attic, like
Yeah,
a
kind
room
of.
up there type thing.
Kind of. Not
Hmm.
really.
Hmm.
The whole, like, above my house is completely open. But there's only one, like, little block which we can
That's
actually
pretty
walk
cool.
on. Yeah. But the whole area up there is open. Yeah.
That's where they keep Brendan's albino twin brother.
They've
What's
made
his
that,
name?
They used to make that joke all the time as a kid after
They
that
weren't-
Simpsons episode.
They
you know,
weren't joking. They were red pilling you on the truth.
red pilling me on the truth, man.
I have a question. Can you jump up the hatch like the new operator in
In
Siege?
Siege? No. I have tried to reinforce it though. It doesn't quite work.
Oh. You need to get up into the attic to reinforce it on top, and
Yeah.
then you're stuck
Then
in
I'm
the
stuck
attic.
in the attic unless I pick thermite. Anyway, Nick, you had a story.
Oh,
that
you want
we
me to
wanted
tell the story?
Yeah, do it.
All right, so I was taking delivery one day.
Don't mention where we work though.
We work for
McDonald's.
KFC, and I was taking
Yeah.
a delivery.
One of those.
There's some dude out there with a list that's crossing off where we work. He's gonna wait. We find out. Yeah, I was taking this delivery one day, and I get out of the car, and there's this dude in his garage walking around, and I see him. He doesn't see me though, so I walk over. I take the delivery. I come back, and he's standing outside on his driveway, just sort of standing there.
Yeah.
And as I walk past, I sort of nod to him and say, "How you going?" Just out of kindness, and you're not just gonna walk past and ignore him, And I get back to my car, start the car up, and I'm about ready to go, and he's running across the road sort of waving at me. So I'm like, okay, he's going to ask, if we deliver in this area or anything like that, like people usually do. So I wind the window down, and he looks at me and he goes, "How you going, mate?" and sticks out his hand for a handshake. He has some maybe European accent. I don't really know what his accent was, but he sticks his hand out, and I go to
Right.
shake his hand, and it's the most limp, disgusting handshake I think I've ever felt in my
His
life.
hand slimy.
He didn't tense his muscles at all. It was terrible. And then he puts his hand on my shoulder, sort of lowers down a bit to my eye level and goes, "Can I suck your dick?" And I was like, my immediate reaction was, "Nah, no thanks, mate."
Ew, what are you?
Which you...
There it is again.
And then
He said bag it.
he gets a little bit lower, and he goes, like? And I was like, "Nah, mate." And then he just sort of walks away without saying goodbye, which is a bit very rude because I said hello to him.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
I take off in the car.
Your dad would be so proud that you didn't accept that.
Yep.
All right. What are your thoughts, Baxter?
Oh my god! I'm so shocked. I've already heard that story.
Oh, you had? Oh.
You have to be a dick about it.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I just thought it'd be funny if I. He's looking at me, and I was like, is this the one where he asked to suck his dick? Maybe it's something else.
You should have said
This
that.
is your fault. You
I
told me
must
he
have
hadn't
told
heard.
Baxter at
Yeah.
some point. Yeah.
No, I
Oh,
think
sorry, dude.
even we were at a gather once, and
Yeah, you
Nick
might have been
was there,
yeah,
and he
you
was
might have
talking
been
about
there,
it.
Yeah.
But that I did the reaction, so you can just cut out the bit where I
Insulted my story.
where I go. I've already heard that.
Yeah,
and,
we'll just,
and
just
now we're
leave
gonna
in the, oh my god.
now we're gonna cut there, and I'm gonna start again from where I was. Oh, Nick, that was
I'm traumatized.
a traumatizing story.
I know.
I don't believe you.
I honestly don't believe you either.
And I know that a few of the other boys at work also are
Maybe
doubting
the
your
guy
truth.
That's
thought
fine.
it was a joke.
I don't think so.
Is there something about the way you carry yourself that makes you look like you're a bit gay, maybe?
This video is sponsored by the LGBT community.
LGBT. Well, there's nothing wrong
Carry
if you are
yourself gay.
I mean, I know Riley's been dropping. Why is that?
How do you carry yourself? Carry yourself gay.
Do you walk like a queer?
Why is that the one that gets a reaction? Anyway.
No, I don't know. I wasn't fucking walking with my wrists out or anything. I was just going back to the fucking car,
Are you sure you didn't, walk past and hello
Boy.
boys? Hello there?
In my head, I'm like, "Good day, mate." But when he actually hears, it's like, "How are you going?"
God.
Is that how you think
I don't
gay
know, I
people
don't know,
talk
man.
to each other?
We've
How you
established
going?
I can't do accents, man.
I never knew the wrist gestures were so important.
Well,
It's all about the way you walk with your
Yeah,
wrists,
yeah.
yeah. Jesus.
Oh my god. I'm gonna get my butter chicken out of the microwave.
Go get your butter chicken. Man, I think we're all a bit hungry right now.
I could go for a kebab.
Me too.
A Stan.
Oh,
Shame we're going to Sizzler instead. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's actually I'm fine with that.
See,
man.
I thought that
All I
last
can
night.
eat.
I was like, we should fucking go to Sizzler, but I don't think Riley can afford it this week.
no, I have to get my amphetamine fix.
And he's getting more Botox done next week.
Oh shit.
He's getting up there. He's got to keep his youthful looks.
Yeah, dude, you should see my balls.
Smooth. Smooth as marble, mate. No wrinkles.
I use Nair to get rid of the pubes.
Use what?
Wait, Nair? Can you use Nair on your pubes? Like, does
It
that...
probably works.
I don't even fucking
definitely-
know what
I it
Nair
works
is.
On, like your arms and legs, apparently.
You know, Nair's that, like, you know...
It's like hair removal.
Yeah.
You could
Like,
probably
if
do
you
it.
put it on, like, your genitals...
I
Well, like, it
believe
might
it would give you
burn.
a chemical burn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, would it,
Okay.
like, hurt your willy?
So does it give you a
probably
chemical
work,
burn? But then wouldn't it give you a chemical burn wherever you put it?
No, no, no,
Suppose.
no.
But, like... You
Or
know,
is
like,
that skin like softer?
Yes, that is definitely more sensitive. 100%.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I mean, if you get kicked in the nuts, it's gonna hurt.
I don't think that's
Yeah.
to do with the skin though.
Your skin... Do you not have nuts on your skin? Skin on your nuts?
Nuts on your skin.
Yeah, but it's the nuts that hurt, not the skin.
If
you know?
Oh, okay.
If
yeah.
my nuts had, say, my skin on my arm on them, I'd feel up.
If
I'd
I
still
pinch-
feel
No,
all
if
over.
you pinch your dick skin, it's gonna hurt.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you meant just like getting punched or something.
It's still gonna hurt though.
Well, obvious. Oh man, I give up. I surrender.
When was the last time you got sack whack?
But like 2-3 years ago, maybe.
Here comes
You
the
know
next
the
one.
exact date.
It was
the
December
13th.
24th.
This is the 13th.
I was
of March.
chilling at home. My dad
It
walked
was
in.
Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you fucking pussy.
Uncle George.
Uncle George. Uncle George. He took me into the back room, sack whacked me.
Laughed and ran away.
Thought I
No
was
one
going to get
believes
raped,
me.
but the reality was much worse. How's your butter chicken, Baxter?
Good. I've got a question.
Go.
Would you rather... This is a bit dark. Would you rather get sack whacked or raped?
Well,
I'll take sack whacked, thanks.
yeah,
Who's
I feel
raping
like-
me?
Actually, yeah, am I
Brendan.
being raped? Me? You're going to be fine, mate. You're not going to feel a thing.
Like, the sack whack's like the worst fucking sack whack. Like, you're going to hospital.
It's like fucking... okay, you either get
I'm
sack...
getting raped.
It's a sledgehammer,
you
bro.
either get sack whacked by like... who was that big wrestler with the sword on his...
Oh, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, you either get sack whacked by Brock Lesnar full force, or I rape you. What do you pick?
You can have your way with me, mate. I'm not.
Ooh, I'm staying at your place tonight. You might wake up with
He's
a
easy.
an unwanted entrance into your body.
He
We
said
do
the
not
sack whack's gonna
condone
put me in
this.
hospital. I'm not going through that.
To be fair, if Brock Lesnar sack whacked you, don't think you'd have any genitals left. That man is a giant.
knocks him off, man.
He's an albino gorilla.
He's an albino girl. All right, what about you, Nick? Which one are you
I feel
picking?
well. I don't want to go to hospital, man. That's like
Why have you guys got like a fear of hospitals? I
that.
just
It's
don't
not the
wanna go to-
hospital. It's the thing that's making me go to hospital.
Yeah, that's true.
Like a ruptured nutsack is like it's like bleeding. You know?
Squashed
Yeah.
testicles.
Either way, you're going to have a lifetime of anxiety and...
And pain and
pain.
depression.
Yeah, but
No,
after it.
I would.
I
be
can go to
gentle.
like therapy for. I don't like. Nah.
Honestly, mate, if you rape me, I'll just straight up fucking kill you.
Oh.
Okay, obviously I'm not going to do it. There's no need to get
I'm
so
the,
aggressive.
pre-warning. Pre-warning.
Don't try anything tonight. Trust me, mate. If I tried anything with you, it wouldn't be rape. You'd be Mick loving it.
Oh my god.
It sounds a lot like
Gonna
rape
be
to
in the
me.
Macca's bathroom.
What?
In the Macca's bathroom.
Do I get a toy at the end of it?
Oh yeah. You get a toy during as well.
This is a fucking twisted podcast.
This is what happened when.
I'm sorry I brought
Sorry,
this up.
Ben.
This is what happens when Ben misses out. Ben, I hope you're listening to this. I'm gonna expect you to listen to this episode.
Yeah, Ben.
To keep up on the law. I just want to say to you, fuck you, and no one likes you.
Also, Jacob, hi if you're listening.
Jacob,
Should've
you're the
came
best
up.
bloke I know. G'day, man.
Okay, here's
The
a
fuck,
hypothetical situation for you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're with your mum. You're at
For
the
me
grocery-
personally?
Yeah,
Okay.
all of you. You're with your mum. You're at the grocery store.
Nick's like, fuck, I don't want to be with my mum.
You're with your.
I'm not talking to her.
Not,
Interactive.
rather
She
go to
woke me
hospital.
up. She woke me up. I'm not
7
talking to her.
o'clock.
Okay, you're in a grocery store with your mum, and there's no one else there. It's just you and your mum, and then like the cashier.
Okay.
2 robbers come in, fucking knock out the cashier. One has a sawn-off shotgun, the other one has a pistol. Points the sawn-off shotgun at you, and says, "We're gonna fucking kill you, unless you rim your mum." What are you doing?
Rim, like give a rim.
You're licking the butthole.
I'll take the bullet. I've got nothing to live for.
Bang!
Yeah.
All right, Nick, what are you
I think
doing?
I'm gonna have to take the bullet, man.
Bang!
I'll do it, then take the bullet.
That's the best answer.
Love your mum.
Love your mum. Now kill me.
Sorry.
Oh, Baxter.
Poor Rob having to witness that and then kill him.
It's like,
He was
God,
gonna
man.
kill you anyway. He's like, this sick fuck's actually doing
Yeah, he
it.
was gonna kill you anyway, but then he's like, "Oh fuck, man! Look, I'm gonna let you live. You've been through enough already. Just gonna let you go."
The robber ends up like crying on the ground.
No, I'm just like, oh, I really want to live. I'm going to do it. And then when I'm done, I'm like, I might go for option 2 as well.
Let's do them both.
All
Then
of
your
the
poor
above.
mum has to live with the memory of you rimming her and you dying. That's like,
Why is this in a supermarket as well?
because you need a bit of oil.
It's like
get
a
things all
small
slippery.
IGA or like a big Coles.
No, it's like,
Because you
well,
could probably run away if it was a big cold.
Yeah, like, you just
hide
From
for
a
a bit.
shotgun.
it's like,
you'd be
you're with
right.
your mum. You gotta be somewhere. They're robbers. They're not busting into your house.
Yeah, that's true.
Back to
I mean, you could be hanging out with your mum at your house.
Nah, only in
not a wa-
supermarkets, bro.
Yeah, mums don't leave the supermarket.
Oh, okay. I'm not
No,
joking.
you're thinking of a kitchen, bro.
What's a kitchen?
It's that place where women go to make us food. No.
You seem so sheepish after telling that little joke, and it was a bad joke.
I know.
Oh, I'd like to apologise to all women.
I'd like
out
to
there.
apologise for my actions.
I don't think Ben
I've had a
has a
severe
podcast to come
and
back to
continuous
after
lapse
this.
of judgment.
This episode is going to be called Boombacast Gets Cancelled. There's enough.
Boombacast gets cancelled like what, 3? How many?
Yeah,
times
I
have we
guess so.
been
We've done a
cancelled
few of these get cancelled episodes, haven't we?
If you build your brand on getting cancelled,
That's
it's only up. From
yeah.
there.
You can only go up.
That's the real.
This
story.
episode, though, I feel like extra dirty, though, about it.
Why?
He
Just
beat
like
the
some
pillow.
things I've mentioned,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Baxter, here's a situation for you.
Sack
Oh.
whack.
Rim.
You,
Sack whack or rim.
you just chill. You're hanging out with Caitlin, your girlfriend. You're just sitting there watching a movie.
Shout out to Malou.
Hey, what's up?
You!
But you're sitting there watching a movie. You guys cuddling, and just enjoying the moment. You're watching like Smurfs or something. And,
Baxter is a big fan of the Smurfs.
Good movie.
yeah,
Neil
Ken.
Patrick Harris did a great job.
Yeah, of course he did. Anyway, so yeah, you guys are watching the movie, and you just happen to look out the window. You spot something standing underneath a street light. You kind of like look a little bit closer. You see a 9-foot tall, crazy frog.
Crazy?
Ding 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 ding.
That's fucking sick.
He's staring at you.
Yeah.
With them
He
crazy
starts-
frog eyes, one lazy, one normal.
You're looking at him. You're in like you can't believe what you're seeing, and all of a sudden, he starts to hyper realistically bleed from his ears and mouth.
Fuck
What do you do?
Fucking put it on the gram, man.
You go to take a photo.
Yeah.
You take the photo, but he doesn't appear in the photo, but you can still see him.
Is this a role play? Like a Dungeons and Dragons sort of thing?
Dungeons and Dragons
What
aren't.
do, Baxter? What do?
Dungeons and Dragons aren't real. This is. What do you do?
Oh, okay.
And
So
then
he in the photo is not there, but I can still see him.
Yeah.
Like a vampire. So it's a vampire.
No, I think that's just reflections.
Dungeons and Dragons,
Oh.
not real, but crazy frog.
9-foot crazy frog is real.
What
This
what
is
could
some
it be
real
called?
shit.
C and C? What's like the other C?
What?
Like crazy frog and something else? I don't know.
What are we talking about?
C and C.
CNC.
It's like Dungeons and Dragons, but it's like
CF and Crazy Frog and I don't know.
Crazy Frog and Baxter.
Crazy Frog and
CF
Baxter.
and B.
CF and B.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just invented a new game. So
Buy from the
I wanna play
Boombacast
this
online
game,
store.
man.
Support us on Patreon, and
So
we
it's
can
not-
get this game made.
it's not in the photo.
Vote for me
It's not in the photo, but it's still
20
standing
US
out.
presidential
outside,
election.
looking at you, bleeding from his ears and mouth.
I'd be like, "What's
Remember
up, bro?
remember
Big
Caitlin's-
fan of your work."
Remember, Caitlin's there as well.
Yeah.
Would
you tell
ask her if she sees it? What if she
Yeah.
doesn't see it?
Yeah, she looks out. She can't see it. She's like, "What are you talking about?"
Oh, so it's a part of my imagination.
It starts walking closer. What do you do? Now
I
it's
start
starting
to touch myself.
You start to touch yourself. It's getting closer to the window. It holds out its hand. It's got its fist clenched. It's got something inside it. What do you do?
I grasp his hand.
Clasp it.
What? Glasp?
No, clasp.
Clasp. That's it. We had a conversation about me dropping that word. I clasp its hand
It lets go.
with sexual excitement.
And grimacing. Balmy.
It lets go of the
attention.
item.
Yes.
It's a BCF gift card.
Fuck yes!
But here's
Boating,
but here-
camping, fishing. Love it every day.
So what do you go buy with that BCF gift card from the 9-foot-tall crazy frog that's bleeding from his ears and mouth?
Well, what I'd do is I'd try to capture the crazy frog in my
So
dungeon.
you look at the BCF gift card in your hand, and you look up, and he's gone. All you can hear in the distance is.
Ring, ding, 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 ding.
I really want this to actually happen. Nah, I reckon I'd want to buy like a fishing rod or like two, and
Oh,
And catch him.
like I'd either try to catch him, but if I could catch him, I would try to use him as bait and like try to get the Loch Ness monster or something. Because that would be
There's bigger fish out there.
How are you going to transport
like if
9-foot
I'm
tall...
seeing Crazy Frog, I'm gonna see the Loch Ness monster.
How are you going to transport 9-foot tall crazy frog to Scotland, though?
Well, no one else can see
Speedboat.
him.
Speedboat.
Charter plane.
Charter boat? What charter boat?
But here's the thing. So you brought two fancy fish rods.
Yes.
But every time you
there
pick
are Shimano.
Shimano, okay.
Is that a brand?
No.
Yeah, it's like gears on a bike, but they also do fishing rods.
The more you know.
more
But
you
every
know.
time you
I
pick up
don't even
the,
fish, and I know that.
every time you pick up the fishing rod, you hear the crazy frog song play in your head. But it's at like 95% volume, so almost everything else is blocked out.
Is it slightly distorted?
Bing, bing, bop.
Okay, yeah.
So that's every time you hold it. Bing, bing, bop.
Every time I hold it,
Yeah, every time you pick it up.
I'll just try to persist through it because obviously the item is cursed.
He caught onto it. The crazy frog cursed him with a cursed BCF gift card.
Oh yes.
Wait, and does that mean that the items purchased with said cursed BCF gift card are then cursed as well?
Yes.
Just curious how much money was on the gift card.
$25.
42.
Honestly, I don't think that could
spent
get
8
me a
of
good
it.
fishing rod.
Stingy fuck.
I'd have
So
to
he
fucking,
gives- he
I'd have
gives you
to
a
chip into
cursed-
my own money.
Does that mean it's only half cursed?
Yeah, then
Fucking
it's half
plastic
cursed.
blue kids rod.
Fucking cheap ass crazy frog. Fuck off.
You didn't even give me enough money to get a good fucking fishing line.
You have 30-second intervals where you won't hear the theme song. So the first 30 seconds of a minute, you won't hear anything. But all of a sudden, bop, bop. You're like, bop, bop, bing.
Probably jump a little bit.
Jesus. All right, Riley, how much of that did you have pre-planned and how much of that did you make up on the spot?
I planned the 9-foot-tall crazy frog.
That was it.
That was it.
You should write like a Stephen King style novel.
I've got to admire your dedication and your imagination to be able to come up with that on the fly.
It helps being autistic.
Does it? Baxter knows. Jesus. How you going with that butter chicken, Baxter?
It's really fucking good, but it's not like as good as like a from an Indian takeaway.
How much butter in there did you put in?
Oh, don't fucking start with the butter story.
Oh.
I was having butter chicken with my friend Simon.
He's told this like 3 times.
And I've told it once on the podcast, though. No, it's all right. Go listen to last episode if you want to hear my butter chicken story.
You know, I was just
It's
hanging out with my
riveting
friend
stuff.
from Gympie.
but
And, you
not
know,
in Gimpy.
He was making butter chicken and he said, you know, a good butter chicken needs lots of butter. Butter.
You've met Simon.
Butter.
He doesn't talk like that.
He's English. Butter.
If anything, he's got Irish heritage. But anyway.
Butter.
Can I just say one thing?
Butter. A wee little bit of butter.
I think some of the worst people I've ever met in my life have been English.
Ooh.
They're very snobby people, aren't they?
They're just a bunch of fucking cunts.
Well, you know, it's not good to generalise, but
Worst
yeah.
in what way?
They got to be posh, you know.
Well, there's not all England is posh. There's a lot of non-posh areas in England.
Yeah, but I've never met them. The ones that always come over here to Australia are always like kind of cunty about it.
I don't know, I've seen a lot of
Also-
like shithead backpacker English
Yeah,
cunts. Especially
also-
in New Zealand. I saw a bunch of them.
But also people like the kids who come here with their parents and who have grown up here in Australia. They came here when they
They're
were
the
like 7.
worst. They're the
and
worst.
They still
Because they
put on
have
the,
this like warped like idea that England is better, even though
yeah,
they barely
and they
remember
still
it,
put on
yeah.
the English accent, even
Yeah.
though they've lived in Australia for like what 15 years.
Yeah.
Like, you
And yeah, they have this weird like, oh my
But if
god,
their
everything's so
parents-
much better in England. It's
If
like,
their
cunt, you're a
parents are
kid when you
still
moved
like,
here.
if their parents still talk it though, they'll still have a bit of like.
Yeah, if they hear the accent at home, they'll have it. But yeah, there's this like
yeah, but they go
warped,
to
like
they go to school.
yeah.
Like Indian kids don't have the accents that the
I
parents
mean,
have.
Some of them do. I knew a Filipino kid who had like this weird half like
Yeah, but
half
Filipino
English,
peop-
half Filipino accent.
Filipinos aren't real.
Now that's a
Alright.
conspiracy.
That's a conspiracy. What about your fucking MK Ultra shit you've been on?
Oh yeah, that's a bit of a rabbit hole, isn't
That is
it?
a bit of a rabbit hole.
What did you reckon of the video? that
I
sent?
reckon.
Can you explain what you experienced and like explain the video?
Yeah, so you sent me this video, Riley sent me this video, and it's essentially like celebrities like glitching out. Like it'd be like them in like the
Yep.
middle of interviews, and then they'd like freak out and like, or sometimes they'd like freeze in like spot and just like, you know, and all this shit. And essentially saying like that they're all these celebrities are under like Illuminati or like New World Order mind control, and then it's like fucking up and like glitching, and they're like freaking out, and some of them like, you know, freak out and stuff. And there was a bunch of examples, some of which I thought were. I'll have some goon.
Yeah. Oh, can we
I'll get some
a couple of
cups.
You get some cups for some goon.
Oh, here,
Thanks,
Nick, taste
Riley.
this real quick.
Oh yeah, Nick, have a quick sip of
I'm
some
guessing
goon.
you don't want any, Nick.
Goon review.
Nah, he won't have a cup. He's got to
Oh,
drive.
fucking smells disgusting.
Don't be.
Goon review.
Goon
A
review.
bit of a big sip than that.
It just tastes like wine.
What's the brand? What are we drinking? What's it called? Was it Koodle? I can't really read it from here.
Cooler bar.
Coolabah Tree. Coolabah Goon. Excellent. Oh, thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, I'll keep telling the story. I'll be a bartender.
Oh yeah, cheers.
I thought it'd be cool and get
the
my
your copper Coke
from
cup.
McDonald's
From
when I ordered a
McDonald's.
large meal.
Oh, did you get that the other night?
No, it was a while ago.
Oh, it was a while ago. Okay.
Yeah, it was
Anyway,
after
so-
I saw the circus.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, so this video is like celebrities like freaking out, and I feel like a lot of them were like a few of them were drugs,
Yeah.
and people
yep.
just fucking losing their minds. But there were some that were like freaky as.
I have seen a couple videos of single celebrities doing it,
Mm.
but I've never seen a compilation of it.
Yeah, there's a few freaky ones. Some of them were freaky, just like not even thinking it was mind control, just watching it was freaky.
Yep.
Like the Gaga one was freaky.
Oh,
I've seen it
yeah.
before. It's like her. She's like strung out on like heroin or something. She's trying to get into a van, but she's like walking super slowly. Though I saw some people saying that was just like a publicity stunt
Yeah.
that she did,
Yep.
and she does weird shit like that. So, but there was like that lady in the green Halloween outfit
Oh,
on TV.
Wendy something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she started talking, and then she kind of started slurring her words, and then she's like wide eyes, like freaked out, and then just like passed out, like.
But that
well,
shit.
I've
That was
seen
a
that
But
one.
that
yeah.
sounded like a stroke. That sounded like it could have been a
Yeah,
stroke.
well, the real creepy one for me was the Bill Clinton one.
Oh yeah,
It's like him just sitting like in an interview chair,
getting his like makeup done.
but he's like just still as a rock, and the makeup person's there for about 30 seconds, just putting shit on him and stuff. But he's just sitting there like not blinking, just looking forward. You're
I think the
you're a
most
fucking reptile.
for
mate.
me, the most conspiracy-inducing one was that NASA chick who kept fainting when she tried to tell a UFO story.
Oh yeah.
She kept trying to tell like a UFO story, and then she'd like start slurring her words and like collapse. And then that happened once she got up and tried to continue telling the story, and then she like collapsed again. And then they like
Maybe,
carried
like-
her out of there.
Maybe like say it was real, and like she was just like she couldn't bear like the thought of like saying anything about it gave her so much anxiety that she just passes out.
Maybe. I mean, honestly, it was weird, but honestly, I genuinely don't think aliens have been to this planet yet. I don't think there's I think they exist somewhere, but I don't think they've come here.
I think they've been here. I think they've been here.
We are fucking wrong, Riley.
What about that drummer in that
fact.
band that I like?
Oh, yeah, the Breezes
He's
drummer.
a fucking alien.
Me and Baxter played with this band a while ago, and their drummer, who was really, really good, but he had like a weird-shaped head, and we were sitting there, and I'm like, he was really tall and had a weird-shaped head and a weird haircut, and me and Baxter were looking at him, I'm like, he looks like an alien, and so now we just call him the alien drummer.
Like a long fucking...
Yeah, like really tall, like really was it lanky, but had a really like weirdly alien-shaped
nice
head.
big alien head.
Yeah,
Man, you got a big head.
yeah, he was a strange cunt, but yeah.
No drummer can drum that well from Earth.
No. So what do you think? What's your hot take? Seeing as you've been on this whole MK Ultra thing, seeing as you've
It
been
was
looking into
real.
it.
From like 19...
Oh, I know, but like, what do you think about the whole like it's still being going on and stuff? Like, obviously it was real, yeah.
I reckon they're still doing it in certain cases. Like...
Kanye one was freaky.
The CIA is up to a whole bunch of shady shit.
Oh yeah.
They... Because it was originally created to make super soldiers, so they could like... If someone, like an agent, was said to kill someone and they were captured, they would like switch to this other persona where they wouldn't remember the orders or wouldn't like have any information that they had.
So it wasn't like a sleeper agent. It was like a built-in like a built-in memory wipe type thing.
Yeah, because like I think the first person they wanted to take out was Fidel Castro.
Yeah, Castro's not alive anymore, is he?
Oh no, he's long dead.
Yeah,
but
that's what I thought.
the original experiments came out. They were using LSD.
Oh yeah,
And that really backfired on them because this was in the 50s. I think the MK Ultra program started in 1955, and from the experiments they did, they ended up creating the hippie movement, the counterculture in the 60s. That really blew up in their face. So instead of making deadly assassins, they made really groovy people, man.
They made one of the best decades of all time with some of the greatest music, man. You ever heard Jefferson Airplane? Do yourself a favor.
Sorry, I glitched out.
I think we all did.
Riley's part of MK Ultra. He's under the mind control.
Who told you?
Who told you?
Hey, Nick, do you believe in Jews?
Juice.
What are you talking about? Ben's on this podcast all the time.
Where is he now?
Oh, shit.
Jews don't
He
exist.
never existed.
Oh, kick him. Yeah, he was never real.
He was the
an
crazy
AI.
One of
frog.
those old episodes, there's just like, we're all just sitting there pretending someone's talking, but it's silence.
I'm doing Ben's voice with my hand.
Next podcast, we should just ignore Ben.
Oh.
I'm down for that. Yeah.
This is ignore him in real life as well.
Sometimes I want to.
Anyway, speaking of conspiracies,
Here we go.
I think Corona sponsored a certain virus to sell more beer.
Diesel was behind it all.
This is all a big promotional thing for the next Fast and Furious movie. Hobbs vs. Shaw Part 2. They go to space this time.
John Cena's in it.
John Cena's in it.
What's that got to do with coronavirus? What?
Because that's all they drink. That's
was
all they
trying to
drink in the
link it
Fast and
together.
Furious
I
movies is
don't
Coronas.
fuck. I'm not a nerd. I don't watch that.
I don't.
Totally didn't get that reference at all.
I have never seen a Fast and Furious movie, and even I know that.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. They're always going on about family, and they're always drinking fucking Coronas.
I've only seen Tokyo Drift.
It's one of the worst.
And if
What?
you're bold in that universe, that
Actually,
cinematic
they're
universe,
all worst.
you're like a superhuman.
Why?
Wait, what did you say, Riley?
Because if you're bold in the Fast and
Yeah,
Furious
all the
movie,
bald cunts are strong as fuck. Idris Elba
Ah.
still had a little bit of hair. Actually, he probably was bald,
Like
but he still
CG.
sucked apparently.
they're all just like jacked.
They're all mechanics. Don't worry, I'm a mechanic. Like I saw some like parody of the once. It's like, you're not gonna be able to do that. It's like, don't worry, I'm a mechanic. It's like,
I thought you were Mexican. What is Vin Diesel? Is he Mexican?
he's like a cholo.
So he's
That-
Mexican.
I don't know. He's fucking dumb. That's
Could
what
be
he
a
is.
Guido.
A Guido. I don't think he's a Guido. I don't think he's got No, Guido's like Italian.
He could be a little bit
Yeah.
Italian. Who knows?
You know what? I'm gonna Google it. You guys, bam.
Maybe he's Chinese. Maybe this links back to coronavirus.
No.
And then that links back to corona. And then corona links back to alcohol. And then alcohol links back to wine. And then wine links back to our goon sack that we're sipping on.
Riley's giving us coronavirus.
And now we have coronavirus. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I just wanted to take this podcast down from the inside. This is the only way I could do it.
So clever.
Soon it would just be Ben left.
He doesn't exist. What are you
Oh
talking
shit.
He's just an AI me and Brendan created to make the podcast more annoying.
about? Look at you sitting there if you can. My name's Nick. I drink Monster.
Yeah. What? That's me.
What's the craziest conspiracy that you believe in, Nick?
Ooh.
Birds at
Queen.
night.
The Queen.
The Queen. There's some damning evidence out there that she's a fucking cannibal, bro.
I tried to bring that up once. It might have. Oh well, on my part, it wasn't structured very well, and Brendan just fucking trashed it, and I was pretty mad about that.
I couldn't
So
tell you
Vin
any
Diesel
facts,
doesn't
but-
never knew his dad, so he doesn't really know his heritage. But his mum's white, and
Also, his dad was black.
he says his dad was black, and his adoptive dad is also black.
Like
So he's
this
probably
video
black.
for Vin Diesel, 1 like equals 1 prayer.
And I have apologized many times over for shooting down your idea, but I also don't regret it because it was poorly formed, and it is a bit of a dodgy conspiracy theory.
That's
So
what
go on.
conspiracy theories are, though.
Yeah.
What
I don't
isn't
like- if it
dodgy
wasn't
though?
solid
Is I
evidence, it
reckon
wouldn't
the
be a
Queen
conspiracy.
like hired
Oh, there's some dodgy shit going on with the Queen, no doubt. But I
Like-
don't think her kidnapping Canadian orphans and the orphanage. Just
Well, where
being
did the
like,
10
well,
go,
where did they
Brendan? Where did the 10
What was
go?
in the fridge, Brendan?
What?
They found like a fridge with like body parts in it.
Oh,
in, like,
that was a
the
separate thing,
palace.
wasn't it?
the
I
royal
mean-
fridge.
Why would they need body parts if she wasn't a
There ain't no
cannibal?
tarts in the fridge.
Oh, they found that in the
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
in like Buckingham Palace.
Well, somewhere where the Queen was. I'm not sure if it was the palace. I haven't read on this in
I
a
don't
while.
think the Queen's allowed to leave the palace. She's just like restricted to.
I don't
And
know.
how did she get to the Canadian orphanage,
I think
Riley?
she-
That was years ago.
How did she get there?
She's
Holes like Swiss cheese.
teleportation? dude.
Nah, but like it's sort of like I reckon she hired like a hitman or something on Lady Di, you know?
oh, most definitely.
Lady Di.
And then like this new couple or whatever that are fucking trying to leave the royal family at the moment. Like I
I
reckon
think they
they're
have left.
yeah, they're shit scared, aren't they?
Yeah, oh, they're gonna
Probably.
die.
Well,
Well,
the-
what's her name's gonna die? The chick's gonna die, and then William,
Harry.
Harry, he's gonna like come running back.
Well, Harry's not actually
Yep.
the
He's
real
not in
son
there.
of what's the prince?
Philip.
No, Philip was the Queen's husband.
No, Prince Philip is her son.
Is it Philip? All right. Well,
Yeah, I think so.
he's whatever it is. He's not actually in the bloodline. Diana cheated on him with like some model, and then she
Yeah,
gave
you were
birth to
telling
him.
me that.
Yeah, she tried to kill herself multiple times, but in the end, the Queen got her in a tunnel.
That
Yeah.
pesky queen.
No, the queen's husband. Well, he isn't the king. He's like a duke of something. He's not a
Yeah.
prince. He's like the duke of something.
Also a Nazi.
Oh yeah, big time. They're big time Nazis.
If I was ever going to come back in another life, I'd come back as a disease and wipe out most of the population on Earth. A true quote by him.
By who?
The
Jeez.
Queen's husband.
Ooh,
Fucking edgelord, bro. Holy.
man, he's got
He
some
definitely
fucking
listens.
He's got some
He listens to
depression.
Linkin Park in the Buckingham Palace for sure.
Crawling in my skin.
I become so numb. Yes, I understand.
When the Queen's not around, he puts hair over one eye and like eye lines the other and walks around.
Someone
all
walks
dopey.
in on him with like makeup and says, "No, leave, please."
You don't understand me.
Don't understand what I'm going through.
Holy dooly. So what's the craziest conspiracy you believe in, Brendan?
doolies. God, I don't know. I don't want to think about it. Like, I'm not thinking of dodgy shit. I'm thinking of like real, like just bad shit that happens.
Well,
Alright.
that's
Like the FBI like torturing people, which I'm pretty sure there was proof that they like used enhanced interrogation, which
Yeah.
is just a fancy way of saying torture.
Simulated drowning.
Yeah,
Waterboarding.
exactly. Yeah, waterboarding, like
nails off.
beating people, and just like real,
Gave him a fucking flogging. Tell the truth.
just like shit like that. Yeah, like people or like the government just killing off people for no reason, shit like
Yep.
that.
Well,
You know?
it's not no reason. They have a reason to kill.
Well, it's just
someone.
like for an arbitrary reason, you know.
Sometimes the people aren't ready for the next step in technology.
I guess so. Yeah. I don't know.
Like that one dude who made a car that could run on water. Fucking
Yeah.
snuffed him out
That
real
was
quick.
whack. Yeah. Or just like shit like that, and just bad shit, man.
Well, looks like Elon's gonna be next.
Yeah, Elon's too rich though.
He's
This guy
trying to
who
get to
made the
Mars.
car that could run on water, he was like poor and like barely anyone knew him. Elon's like a celebrity. He's like a superstar.
Yeah.
They can't kill Elon. And if they try and kill him, he's just gonna run away to Mars.
He's got that bulletproof fucking Tesla fucking
Oh yeah,
four-wheel
you saw
drive.
that truck.
They just
or
have to get
whatever,
that big dude to throw another fucking shot put at it and he'll be dead.
Since like in a few years everyone's gonna have coronavirus, he should make like a car that can run off coronavirus coughs. Fucking
These poor
see you later,
Chinese
honey.
kids
Just going to
fucking-
the 7-Eleven.
These
No,
Chinese kids tied up in the back coughing for some fucking fuel. Jesus.
Jesus.
Do you reckon they call it the Atlantic Ocean because Atlantis is underneath it?
Probably.
Makes you think.
Does it?
Yeah.
No,
Do you
I
reckon
don't-
they had like hella technology down there?
Well, yeah, I've seen that Disney documentary. They had like the flying fish cars.
The animated one? Oh yeah, I
That's
heard
what I love. That's right. Riley does that all the time. So he's like, He's like, yeah, I've seen that documentary. It's like that was a film. This was a documentary.
Documentaries can be films.
You know what my favorite conspiracy theory is? One that people have been believing for thousands and thousands of years. God and Jesus. It's a big
That
old...
is a conspiracy.
Oh, well,
The Christian God, yeah.
That might be the biggest conspiracy.
That might be the biggest conspiracy theory of all
Is it
time.
a conspiracy or is it a cult?
Cults, man. Cults are
Yeah.
whack, dude. But, like, it is technically a theory because we have no way to prove they're false. But
Honestly, I think if you
they also have no
joined-
way to prove that they're true.
Yeah. I reckon if you joined a cult that like just started getting off and they were like one of those fun cults where it's like you get to have 7 wives
And you get to have orgies all the
Yeah,
time and
it's
shit
like,
like that.
fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
That'd be dope. Yeah, drink the Kool-Aid.
That's only at the very end.
It's only at the end where things
Like,
are going
You
bad.
got a good thing going for about 2 or 3 years, and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden the fucking government comes knocking at your door. Hey, stop that!
All right, everyone,
Well,
get the
they-
Kool-Aid quick.
There's got to be some like abuse involved though. Like if you can have 7
Yeah, but as
wives,
long
like,
as you're not the one being abused, it's fine.
Well,
Yeah.
then you're the leader.
As long as you're a man, it's good the men don't get abused.
And if you're
Not
a
if you're
cult,
my size, love.
Feels oddly strange being called love.
I don't know why I said love.
it felt right.
It felt strangely right.
Not when you're my size, honey.
Oh, doll.
Baby cakes,
Baby cakes. Honey bunny.
cherub.
Cherub. You little baby boy. My little baby boy.
Spread the cheeks, my little baby boy. Fingers going in. It's about time. You reckon we wrap this shit up?
I was like, man, things are going well. We can keep going, but after that, I'm thinking maybe it's time we wrap this shit up.
So everyone,
Conspiracy. Riley's trying to end the podcast.
If we might see you all next week or the week after, but we probably won't because I think we're gonna get cancelled and Ben might shoot this podcast down.
He's gonna shoot us, bro.
We're gonna upload it. He's gonna listen to it and be like, you gotta take it down.
are you gonna censor the right moments?
Huh?
You're
Yeah,
gonna
I'll censor the correct moments.
Mm-hmm.
just leave all the politically incorrect moments in.
Exactly. Look, man. Nah. We're gonna wrap this shit up now. I've been Brendan. Who have you been?
I've been Johnny Jones.
Who have you been?
I've been Riley.
Who have you been?
Jesus Christ.
Superstar.
Say your real name.
That's the
Marvin.
third for this episode.
My name's Marvin.
Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye.
And he heard it through the grapevine.
And I walk with my wrists out proudly.
It's the way you carry yourself back. So, all right, please. I don't know. I'm not gonna do any shit. See you next
Alright,
week.
Vote Bernie.
Bye.
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 Says.